Sage Labs. Yeah, yeah, yes. Man, man, today's the day, you know? Today is the mm, I'm here to brings the people what they want. This is what I'm going to do today, to give the people what they want. Oh, man. It's so close, VB. I can, VB. I can. Today, when this brew ends, you're going to tell me, holy freaking newt. This is what I'm going to say. Holy freaking newt. Man, no, I'll tell. It's I'll be sincere. You know me. I am not here to build blind hype or anything of the sorts. I'm going to give you the reality, and then you decide for yourself if you are excited or not. This is my deal with everyone in this brew today.
GM.
No, no, we are together. We are together. We are. No, no. Today there is no stopping the penguin. Today's
Oh,
penguin unleash.
Noot, noot. Take it away, Jose.
Hey guys, man, get this brew started. I want to talk. Let's get this brew started.
yeah. Let's get it started. Is Dom
Hi
here as
guys.
well?
Let's go.
I'm here.
Hey, I think that was Ray. Hey, Ray.
Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
just
what's
overly
up?
excited. Don't mind me.
Pleasure to have you, Ray. Everyone.
Awesome. So let's get started, guys. Welcome to the Atlas Brew. As always, the brew is our main event for Star Atlas. Happens every Wednesday here on the voice chat. Well, every Wednesday at the same time. So we have the Atlas Brew number 73 today, and we'll be talking about the Star Atlas priorities, basically just recapping and discussing everything that was shared during the company update that we had last Wednesday. And I think that was kind of the first brew we ever skipped, of course, due to bigger reasons. Um, but yeah, at least we had something, right? But yeah, a lot of updates were shared there, and we just wanted to take a coffee, a beer, and discuss now all the updates that were shared and get a little bit more into details probably. And for that, I'm going to introduce my two co-hosts. First, Jose. He already introduced himself at the beginning, saying that the penguin is unleashed today. How are you, Jose?
I'm doing great, Santi. I'm happy, friend. I'm legitimately happy. I am super excited about the conversation we are going to have today. And I think it's a conversation that the Star Atlas community as a whole has been looking forward. So it's a good day for sure. Super excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of news, a lot of things to discuss. And with that, I want to introduce also Dominic Bain. How are you, Dominic?
Yo, yo, yo. Doing pretty good. Like you said, last week was the first brew I think we've literally ever missed. But I think we like to pride ourselves on, even if, the going gets tough, you can always expect Dominic, Jose, Santi to come out and do a brew. But this one was a little different. The going wasn't really getting tough. It was an unfortunate circumstance, and we just wanted to, pay our respects. So apologies for anyone who was excited for last week's brew, but you know what? We're back on schedule. Not going to be missing another one, and I'm glad everyone's here today. Let's get started.
Yeah, and the one we skipped was the community updates one, so that means that the one for this month is gonna be packed with updates. So
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that end of the month brew. It's always a lot of very cool updates that everyone shares. So yeah, I think we can get started now. But as always, we use the Atlas Brew chat to chat during the event. So we don't use the one that is in the voice chat. It's the one that is called the Atlas Brew, that is at the top, 2 channels above. And but this one, like, our intention is to make it as conversational as possible, because again, like, the ideas are to discuss everything that was shared during the event on Wednesday. So yeah, we first will do some noteworthy news and updates, and then we get into it. So let's just get started with the noteworthy news. I think that the first one is the week 2 of Ships picture contest winner was announced. So congratulations to that wallet, and the picture is actually sick. So if you don't, you can.
It's a freaking good picture. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's the same person who won week 1, and I'm pretty sure that same person is from the Unseen Guild. So congratulations to Unseen, White Mane, and everyone else in Unseen. Really good pictures. They're awesome. I mean, on the topic of pictures, there's a really cool one going around right now, which is it's like some mecha made from a ship. I'm gonna link. I just want to show it. It's not like a
Man.
win or anything, but it's pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna put it in the Atlas Brew chat. Let me just find it. Yeah, the mech grenader here. Look at this. What
Bro.
How?
the?
Oh,
Bro.
how
Bro.
did they do that? Who do you know,
Bro.
bro? Who did that?
It was Mech Man, I think his name was. Let me just make sure I didn't
Mechman.
butcher his
Mm,
name. Yeah, Mech Man. Anyways, yeah,
man.
yeah. My favorite thing about this whole thing is that it's copying our his
Hmm.
stance.
It's freaking marvelous.
Yeah, it's super sick. I really like this picture.
Guys, this deserves some love, guys. This is a
Yeah, it's
W.
sick. It's
Yeah,
sick. It's a
massive.
W.
Thank you, Leaks. Thank you for putting that the right side. You know what? That was my one, question. Why why are we going that way? Why is the camera turned sideways? But you know what? Art is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I don't
Awesome.
even know how they did that. Like, is that in game? Like, did they actually
That's
do
in
it like
game. That's
that?
all. That's in game.
That's in game. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that guy is.
Holy.
Yeah,
It's
Mech
talent.
Man.
It's art. It's
Massive shout out to Mech Man because that's actually insane. It looks really good. When I first saw this, actually, I thought it was AI art. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was
Yeah,
AI
I just found out. I didn't know they did it in game. That's
art.
impressive.
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
they parked the ships in the sky. Yeah, no, McMahon, I respect you a ton, bro.
Okay, but my thing with this though is, yes, they're parking ships in the sky, but the amount of work that still takes, even if you're off by a little bit, it's gonna look funky, and that looks damn good. So,
No,
like I
it's
said,
perfect.
I don't know how long that took, but shout out to Mechman because it looks damn good.
Yeah, shout out, huge shout out. I think we have a new legend born, McMahon.
Now the new meta for Sage is acquiring the Mega Grenadier. Grenadier.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. It's actually impressive. So yeah, continuing on the news, we have 7 days left of grand opening sale by Star Artisan. So we wanted to give them a shout out and make sure to get your items, get your Star Atlas merch from Star Artisan, because they have a sale, because it's the grand opening, guys. So shout out to Odin Omen,
I
shout
just
out
got
to
my
Star
stuff.
Artisan. It's awesome. It's awesome how people are using the Star Atlas IP. So yeah, guys, make sure
Yeah,
to go and check it out.
yeah, I just got my stuff. I'm gonna open it up. I'll probably put a picture on Twitter either today or tomorrow. But
You should do an unboxing, bro. You should
an
come here to
unboxing
the
video.
voice chat and do like the Star
Yeah,
Artisan
with
merch
reactions.
unboxing, bro.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Who wants to see the unboxing, guys? I want to see an unboxing.
Me. Me.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they have a whole bunch of stuff. I think the 7-day grand opening includes a 10% off sale. Just a reminder that you can also use Atlas for their shop. They have their shop is basically surrounded by Star Atlas jewelry, but they do have some LED lights as well that are really cool. They have buttons. I'm not buttons. Magnets. I think they still do have buttons actually, but they have earrings, a bunch of cool stuff. for your faction. So definitely go check it out. I love the shop. I did purchase some myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's sick.
nice. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name, Ajoda. I'm sorry, but looks good.
Yeah. No, that looks awesome. It's very, very cool. Great Star Atlas merch. So
Thank you, Odin.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Odin, man. Thank you. Thank you for using this Star Atlas IP.
And
Huge.
this is the future that we want to see, right, guys? We want to see all kinds of Star Atlas business. We want to see they integrating with the metaverse and the game, ordering your Star Artisans merchants from inside the game. So yeah, it's going to be super awesome. This is the
Yeah.
beginning.
Just the beginning. Just the beginning. Like literally this is the one of the first things you can do, but then like we will keep expanding the IP and more ideas will come in. But congratulations to everyone who is leveraging it. And of course, we will give you time in the end of the month brew, guys. So so you're able to share all the updates and by yourself. So it's a lot better probably than us explaining it. But yeah, big shout out to Odin Omen and to everyone using the Star Atlas IP. Uh, then we also had a spicy. We can use a spicy for this one.
Hold on.
Spicy.
Even just saying spicy, like I'm sure people know what we're talking about. Hundred
Yeah,
percent.
let's see. Let's see if they
I just
know.
I just want to. What's the spiciest thing that we could be
What's the
talking about right
spiciest
now?
thing that
I
we're
just want to
talking
see if you
about,
guys
guys?
are on the same wavelength right now.
Something that happened last week. I want to read the chat.
Apian pulls right, but you know what? True.
Oh wow, look at Sweatbotics knows his
Soy
thing, man.
Soybotics got it right, and Lix is banned.
Man,
This interview was insane.
I'll let Dominic talk about this interview because Dominic was really passionate
I,
while it was occurring.
listen. I'm a passionate man. All right. Star Atlas is like my kid. So the whole like feud versus Illuvium and Star Atlas, I like to remain professional, but sometimes, just sometimes, I the beast inside comes out. So I was in their Discord after this interview. Anyways, this interview basically, Swagner had an interview with Crypto Stash, and he said some spicy things about Illuvium, and I was in their Discord, and I was talking my mess. But I'm back to being professional. I know some people don't like stuff like that. I totally agree, but sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm
And Dom
only
got spicy.
human.
That's
Oh,
the
oh, what
kid
was that?
talking about a beast.
What was that? Did I hear penguin singing?
No, that wasn't your impression.
Who's gonna clip that, bro?
Yeah, leaks. This is why they call me 12. So you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a spicy interview, but it's good. I mean, he covered a lot of updates and cool things that we have coming before getting into the spice. So and
Yeah,
after as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Jokes
So
aside, it actually is a really good interview, and it tackles a lot of the questions you may have about the restructuring we did last week. Um, Overall, it's healthy. So definitely go check out the video, the interview. Um, it has some spicy stuff inside of it, but I definitely think it's worth watching for sure.
yeah, yeah, I think it's a good watch for sure. And then also another shout out to an IP project is Dark Core Roasters. So they're launching a digital collection on Magic Eden. Uh, Very cool, very cool. And Archetype, he's the legend. He's
Go
the
look at
man
that
for the
video, man. Listen.
Man, it's freaking awesome.
One day, I want Archetype to be hired by Star Atlas. I'm saying it live right now.
Ooh,
But I
that would
love
be very
Archetype. I
cool.
love the videos he makes. He's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Archetype
Congratulations,
is very, very
seriously, congratulations to everyone who works on Dark Core Roasters. I know there's multiple people who do it. So, Atlas Theory, I know about you. Um, Everyone else, seriously.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man,
It's
they're
very
doing
cool.
God's work. Those
And
guys are awesome.
they also did a collaboration with Afi. I'm not sure if Funkcracker can speak, but I'm curious about that. If you guys can cover it a little bit.
For sure, mate. For sure. What do you want to know?
Tell me about it. You did a collab with Dark Core Rusters, right?
Yeah, for
Price
sure we
system.
did. Right, we celebrated our 2 year anniversary here in Star Atlas as a guild, and we reached out to the awesome Dark Core Roasters to see if we could do a collab together. Perhaps get them so far as to make an actual limited edition coffee blend, especially for us, and or well, especially for us, but available to all. And they were willing to do so, and we were blown away by their passion and their enthusiasm for this idea. We've been super happy with the artwork, and I hope the people like the coffee as well. We had a small competition, or not really competition, a raffle going on. You via our well, the social campaign that we launched during our anniversary, the Stronger Together campaign. And we have by now 8 lucky winners of a free bag of the Avian Pools Drive blend that they created for us. And it will be available for a little while longer. And I also know there's a somewhat smaller promotion coming up soon. So stay tuned if you missed out. You can still buy it. So would definitely recommend checking out their website. But yeah, pretty cool, I think, collaboration with these guys, and looking forward to perhaps do more in the future.
Nice, that's awesome. I love to see projects inside Stratlas collaborating and especially at the same time leveraging Never Alone and the Stratlas IP. So I gotta say, you guys crushed it. So everyone, make sure to check it out for sure.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, we posted the link in the Atlas Brew chat. Um, cool. We have more updates. So we wanted, this is not an update, but like a shout out. We want to shout out Beyond the Horizon 2620. He's a content creator from the Atlas community, and we just wanted to give him a shout out because he has been crushing it lately with Atlas content. Super consistent, high quality, and as always, guys, make sure to go and subscribe. If there is one thing that we love to see again, is the collaboration between community members and just supporting new content creators and existing content creators. So he has been crushing it. We wanted to give him a shout out for all the content he has been putting together. So yeah, make sure to go and check it out, guys.
Yeah, man.
Seriously, definitely
He
go check
deserves
it out.
the
He's
love,
been,
man.
yeah,
Awesome content.
he's been putting in a lot of work. You guys know we like to give shout outs to people who put in a lot of work on YouTube, and this guy is that guy. He is that guy. He does a lot of recaps. He does some content with his kid where they play together. Just overall, it's a good vibe on that channel. Really good vibe. I love the channel. Definitely give it a subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of content creators, I also see KeplerNet in the audience, so I want to give KeplerNet a shout out as well. He has been consistent for I think like over 2 years now as well. Uh, so he's there in the chat. KeplerNet man, we met in real life as well at ChimeraCon. Bro, I love you, man. And you have been putting out insanely good content. He's also streaming live a lot. I think it's almost every day, and his videos are mostly in Spanish. But make sure to also go and follow KeplerNet as well because he has been crushing it as well. Insanely consistent. So yeah, shout out to KeplerNet as well.
Only
Uh,
legends.
and just overall shout out to all the Stratlas content creators and builders, guys. Definitely we wouldn't be here without you. And I know it may sound a bit cliche, but it's absolutely true. Just you guys, everything you do and everything you work on is literally one of the main things that keeps us going. So yeah, just wanted to make sure that we give a little bit, just a little bit of the love you give to us. So yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
everyone here listening as well.
you guys are awesome. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. And last but not least, we have the battle tested role that you can get here below general chat. And also it comes with a perk. It comes with a little big perk, which is 333 XP points for Never Alone. which is pretty cool in my eyes. You literally
A
just go
lot.
and claim the role, and then go to Zeely, to Never Alone, and get the XP. It's that easy. It's free XP just for being here with us now at this moment and being freaking battle tested, guys. Because that's what the Stratless community is. We're all battle tested. So yeah.
Yeah, and this is time limited, by the way. So the battle tested role, the role itself, the channel, and the quest on Zeely is going to go away this Friday. So limited time. This is really only for the people who are here now. Just kind of, I don't know. It was just kind of spur of the moment, where it's just really nice to see all the support. Usually when there's like some big event that happens in the Star Atlas. So I do want to say on behalf of the Star Atlas team, thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys do. And this is something super small, but I hope you guys do appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Yeah. It's just a little hug for everyone, you know? It's a little something for you guys for
Battle
being
tested
here.
role will never come back, by the way. This is your
Yeah.
OG role.
Yeah, battle tested role will never come back, and maybe it comes with perks in the future. Who knows? Who knows?
I do want to do perks in the future. I'm not kidding. So go get the role.
Yeah, go get the role. It's not gonna be there forever, guys. Only OGs who were here now will be able to get it, and now it's only one click away. So go and get it, and go and claim the XP as well. So yeah, I think that's all on the recap on the noteworthy news. Anything I missed, just Dom?
I think we covered everything, and I think it's time to give what the people want, Santi.
What do the people want, Jose?
The people want Sage Labs. The people want news.
Yeah, I think we can get into the main topic now. Just say I agree. But first, let me do a very quick recap on the news that we announced last week. So, as you know, guys, we didn't have the brew. I'm sure like everyone in the audience knows, so I'm gonna be quick. But instead of having the brew, we had the company update where we went over all the news that were happening inside the Stratlas team, which meant a huge restructure in our team. So it was a very hard decision, but we had to say goodbye to many passionate and talented builders of Stratlas. And the team that is left at Stratlas, we are still, of course, super motivated. We want to get this vision, and the team inside the product team will be focusing mainly on Sage. And we had a discussion last week as well on the priorities. So it was, should we go more into the mobile app, or should we go more into Sage Star based? So we had that discussion. We had a public poll also in minor announcements, which the results are quite interesting. I think it's pretty obvious what the community wants.
And I just want to
But
say something real quick
yeah,
on that poll. Your guys' vote on that poll was a direct data point for our internal discussion. So your voice really does matter when we have discussions like this and polls like that. So appreciate everyone who did vote. I think we had like 600 votes.
yeah,
It was awesome. So
Wild.
appreciate it.
yeah. It's wild. But yeah, it's
I,
exactly what Dom said.
I just want to say
I
something.
hear a familiar
There is
voice.
no way Swag is in here.
Man.
Hey, Swag.
Hey guys, what's going
Hey
on?
guys, what's going on?
no.
I
Yeah,
just want to say we didn't take that data point into account at all. We completely ignored the vote. It wasn't used in our decision making whatsoever.
thank you,
Comes
man.
in
Always
here,
making
comes
us
in
look
here,
good.
trolls, leaves.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. It was helpful, but yeah, we had some ongoing discussion around the prioritization going into the end of the year, and I think specifically on the mobile app, while it's quite far along on the front end dev, we still need some blockchain resources allocated to it. But further to the complexity is how we mint and sell crew member NFTs, because we want these to be genuine one-of-one NFTs. How we add marketplace support for that, and just generally the timing around the R 2.2 release, which is still, you know, I'm hesitant to share dates as always, but we're still targeting an end of year 2.2 release with a full multiplayer support and ship mastery, character progression, competitive combat racing, and the full multiplayer support. So just with all of that kind of in context in the background, we felt like it was definitely a superior option to move forward with the Sage product line in lieu of focusing our attention on the mobile app for the time being.
Yeah. So actually, the community vote actually mattered, right? You were just trolling as always.
Yeah, I was trolling as usual, but we did want to hear out where do people want to see us spend our efforts. So it was a valuable data point, but we, that was incorporated into all of these other planning, all this other planning that's going on behind the scenes as well.
Yeah. Great. But I'm glad that you joined, Michael, and I'm hoping that you stay because we planned on stealth sharing some alpha, and I know you're kind of like a specialist on that. So yeah.
I don't have anything left to share, I think, but I just had some time, wanted to pop in, so let you guys run the show.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to stay, sir. But yeah, we wanted to get a little bit on the details on what Sage Labs is and what you can expect from it. We have Michael, but we also have Jose, who is an expert on all our products pretty much. So I'm not sure who wants to cover it now. I think you should take a go at it, Jose, just with a little bit of pressure.
Man, okay, this is the day where Jose gets fired. It will be a good farewell to everyone. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Sage Labs and what you guys can expect. Um, when I saw the presentation for Sage Labs, when I saw the gameplay that we were going to give you guys, it it blew my mind. And basically, the reason for that is that Sage Labs is the manifestation of our white paper economics. It's the first time where we see like we see the ephemeral dream of how the universe of Star Atlas comes together, but inside a gaming protocol. And this is a leak. This is what I'm going to talk about, but it's a minor leak. It's a lore leak that I'm going to share with you guys,
Steady.
and I hope this is not enough to get me fired. But what's happening in Sage Labs is we are unveiling the universe of Star Atlas. So there will be sectors in Sage Labs, and all of those sectors are real places inside the Star Atlas galaxy. So, for example, you guys will know the Ulster sectors, you know their names, you see the planets that lives within those star systems. You guys will be able to travel around them. Uh, I'm not sure that if in the release of that of Sage Labs, we'll have all the names of every single planet, but the star systems, the bases, the star bases, and most of the grand vision of our universe, it will be there. So now, if you are an Oni, you see the star system where your character is coming from. If you are a Mud, you learn of the many star systems in the Mud safe zones. You guys will learn a lot about the Star Atlas universe, and this makes my penguin bones tremble, because this is like the world is coming to life. There is a little caveat that I must make here, because I'm talking about the game mechanics, and the UI, as you guys know, is not the main focus of this release. But this allows us to understand the world of Star Atlas, the universe that is Gaia Expanse. And this is super thrilling for me, and especially because this lore environment is built upon a very sophisticated and interesting economy. This is no secret for everyone, but Sage Labs is a game of econs. It's pure game theory associated with the Star Atlas assets and many different levels of complexity that we have been building since our white paper, since our economic paper. So when you get there, when you join, when you spawn in one of the homeworlds, let's say like the Neono system for the Onis, you guys will be able to make many different choices of how to behave and how to engage with not only the star systems, not only with the asteroids, the minerals that can be harvested, but you also see what other players are doing because those guys they'll be mining and going through the galaxy just like yourselves. And what gets me excited the most is that everyone will be playing a game uh, on how to make the best of their Sage Labs experience. So, for example, you can focus on only harvesting raw resources. You have your whole fleet dedicated to going to an asteroid and go mining. Or you can just buy things directly from the marketplace and focus on being on the side of crafting stuff. You can go for the golden tickets. You can go for oh man, I almost leaked something that I
Oh,
shouldn't. But
just say it. Said it.
there will be lots of options on how to behave in Sage Labs.
Yeah. So,
So I'm
guys,
super excited. I'm super freaking
I
excited
just want to
right now.
explain. I just want to explain like I'm 5 because I usually need an explain like I'm 5 too. Basically, Sage Labs is the on-chain game mechanics of Sage Starbased, and it basically activates the economy. It has minimal UI, but it activates the economy and it tackles the on-chain game mechanics. So I'll leave it at that.
yeah, no, I think that's that's a great point, Dom. Absolutely, and it's important to have it clear, like that the main focus. We were pretty clear on last Wednesday as well, but just to set the expectations right is that it's not gonna have a massive UI. It's literally not the main focus. We listen to Karen, and we're not focusing a lot on the UI. So the main thing behind this is the grand test of the Star Atlas economy, the blockchain programs, and just all that coming to life in kind of like an old game style. So
Guys,
I'm not sure, Michael. Did we get it right, Michael? Are we approved? Do we keep our jobs?
Yeah, you guys are actually downplaying it. This is where I hype up a little bit. Just seeing the work that the team's doing right now in Sage Labs and being super cautious not to blow its scope so we can just get this thing shipped. But a decision was made to use the Sage UI kit, so it's all going to look like essentially the interface that you interacted with during escape velocity, not with the map and not with the movements, but there's a broad UI kit applied that uses the Sage theme. So I think it's going to be more impressive than we've let on so far. But yeah, the team's actually really psyched, all full steam ahead, moving forward with the development of this. But I can tell you guys, I'm all in on golden tickets. Like all my ships are going to be producing and crafting golden tickets.
Ooh. I'm not, I don't remember how much we mentioned about the golden ticket, so I'm gonna be cautious about what I mentioned.
yeah, I
I'm
don't know,
just
Michael. If you can
I'm
give us
gonna
a
yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
let
think
the
we'll
team
let
speak
Michael
up
do this.
to
Yeah,
yeah.
Mike, do you want to talk a little about golden tickets? Otherwise, we can get fired. You know.
So I see Agent Solus is asking, like, golden tickets will be a craftable recipe that requires inputs such as components. So you can make the decision in the decision tree at that point whether or not you want to keep the ticket or you want to keep the components, you want to sell the components, you want to redeem the components for some other formula that allows you to claim assets with a guarantee, or you can use those components in a formula for the golden tickets, which then gets you entered into this weekly raffle, this weekly on-chain drawing that we're working through right now. And it's, like I said, it's a $1.5 million promotion that we're running. The plan right now is actually 8 weeks. So there's approximately a $300,000 loot pool for fixed exchanges, and then there's also the $150,000 per week in loot being distributed. So I'm super excited about this golden ticket concept. We are going to provide a bit of time in advance to start to collect your golden tickets. So you'll be able to craft them on day one, but the raffle process will not start for, at the risk of sounding cliche, 4 to 6 weeks. We're probably giving it 4 weeks before we actually kick it
Mhm.
off. So build
Nice.
up that ticket balance. The tickets are one-time use, but it is optional when you enter them into the raffle. So it doesn't matter when you craft them. It matters when you submit them to the actual drawing. But if you don't get selected, you don't get those tickets back. They just get burned, and then it rolls forward to the next week. So there's a little bit of game theory here too in deciding when you want to add your tickets to the raffle. Obviously, if there's fewer people in the raffle, you have a better probability of getting selected and getting some of that loot.
Yeah, and also there's going to be different loot every week, so maybe you're more interested in the loot that is coming next week, so you save all the tickets for that one. I like that game theory. It's going to be interesting. And
Yeah.
also, we have next week, guys. I'm posting it in the Atlas Brew chat, so you have the reminder. But we also have a brew next week with Chris, head of game economy, where we will be talking a lot more into details on what are the econ implications of Sage Labs. So you guys can go now to the Atlas Brew chat and mark us interested, or right to the top of the server, so you can mark us interested for the next brew, which we will be getting probably a lot more alpha, because we're doing it Michael Wagner style from now on, guys. We just leak
Yeah,
everything.
So it's what the people want.
that's what the
Um,
Yes.
people want. That's true. And
I have a
Michael,
question on the raffle.
yeah, go on.
Will we know the loot each week, or is it going to be blind?
we'll produce the loot table for the coming week at least. Yeah, we might have the whole thing published in advance, but we'll probably want some room to modify that through time as well. So I think a couple days in advance of the raffle, we'll let people know what's in that particular drawing.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of don't want like the whole loot table like posted, because people will may start saving like the raffle tickets for week 8, because
Yeah.
they like that, and like nah. I like the speculation, man. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we do a Titan ship in week 8, so people will be saving, right?
Oh,
Is that the plan?
what was that, the
Huh?
alpha leak?
Sorry?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but we're gonna get some. We will have some cool stuff in there, and it's going to be a pretty wide asset set that's included in the loot table. Not only ships, but claim stakes and CSS land plots. We'll look at releasing some of the ships or vehicles that were available through the start sequence sale last year, where purchasing a CSS land plot, you got bonused with um, various ships like the Max Hog, for example. So we'll probably introduce some more of those. Those have never been sold before, but we'll include a few of those. You could probably look forward to the Fimble Mamba X being included in there as a first-time drop. Actually, that's never gone out before. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be quite a cool contest and promotion that we're running for this initial release of Sage, and I'm also extremely excited about the new Star Path referral system that's coming online, aligned with all of this. Much better reward rates for people that are participating in the program, but also a path to earn golden tickets through making referrals when people are purchasing on either the secondary or on the primary markets. So it's all coming together really nicely for a solid collective launch in a couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
We have so
Well,
many cool things lined up that is insane.
thank
Like,
you. I think we should use our opportunity here and let Michael talk a little bit about that as well, right?
which one?
Since we
About
have,
the
yeah, the
Starpath V2? I think that deserves a brew by itself, like on how it will work and everything. But I don't know if
I
Michael
mean, we
wants
also
to
have a
get
brew
into
topic we
the.
haven't even
Yeah,
tackled yet.
yeah, we haven't even
So-
tackled the. But well, we kind of tackled like what to expect with Sage Labs, but Sage Labs, as you know by this conversation, it's not only just Sage Labs. It comes with all these things that make the campaign a great one. So
yeah,
yeah,
man. It's a combo, right? There's lots of things intertwined with Sage Labs.
yeah, you
And
get the Mac combo basically. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And Michael, one thing that I saw people asking, and I think it's pretty straightforward, but the components that we are crafting for Sage Labs, they will be usable in the future as well, right? On the other versions of Sage for star bases and things like that, right?
Yeah, that is the plan right now. I know there's some reservation on the econ side because we're just worried about, getting it right. And if we have to work with a lot of assumptions right now and things like production rates. So most likely, this I hope this doesn't discourage anyone, but most likely the quantities that you're seeing being produced are on the conservative side because it's easier for us to ramp up production than it is to pull back once assets are already distributed. Nevertheless, it's all going to kind of balance out with the rest of the promotion and the ability to claim these other assets that are in the guaranteed loot pool. But the idea is that all of the components would carry forward. So when we get to call it the V0 with combat included in the subsequent release, then you would be able to use all of those components which go into crafting or constructing star bases and establishing your stronghold in any sector in space. That is the idea.
You heard the boss, guys. Man, this adds another layer of very interesting game theory for Sage Labs, guys. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you have so many options. I think that's what's going to be really interesting about this release is, um, again, it's either produce R4 and consume it yourself, or sell that to other people. It's produce components that you can use to redeem for guaranteed loot, or you can hold it, or you can sell it to someone else who wants to use it in one of those formulas. The golden ticket concept, which has all of these kind of potential implications for players. You could also just craft tickets and sell those to other players. Those are going to be tradable in the marketplace as well. So there's a lot of avenues to revenue generation. We're also looking at how we can tie in Atlas earnings to this as well. There's probably a path, but again, being conservative on the econ design for now. But the idea that you could produce, all you have to do is produce components, and then there's a guaranteed buyer of those, which is effectively the emission curve, buying the components and exchanging that for Atlas for you, so you could earn Atlas. Atlas will be included in the raffle. What I'm thinking right now, and this won't be every week, but probably the top Atlas raffle prize will be 5.6 million Atlas, which gives you enough to lock in the Atlas locker and get that, what is it, down to 45%? I think, is it a 55% reduction of fees? I don't remember the exact number, but it's tier 4 Atlas locker benefits.
Nice.
Man, this is super nice. And you touched something that I think it's very important for community to know as well. Atlas will play a massive role in Sage Labs, right? In terms of activity that demands Atlas, right? Like crafting and other things like that. It will cost some Atlas, right?
Yeah, there's technically 3 Atlas syncs. So one of them is on crafting, one of them is on ship respawning, and then the last one is we've got a program that we're also looking to deploy alongside Sage Labs, which is we're just calling it Atlas Fee Payer, but it effectively allows you to only hold Atlas. You don't need to hold Sol. All of your transaction fees are paid in Atlas. We serve as a proxy in between. We're actually paying the Sol transaction cost on your behalf, but you pay the Atlas then to us, and uh, we'll share some more details on that, exactly how
That
that's
is
going to
massive.
work. Yeah.
That is actually massive.
Man, so we don't need Soul anymore.
Yeah, in theory, to the extent that you're operating exclusively within the Star Atlas ecosystem, you're not interacting with any other DeFi programs or Solana projects. In our case, you only need Atlas to cover all of your transaction fees on the Solana network.
I mean, that's huge. That's
Yeah.
massive. Jeez.
Yeah. So, and
Man,
I'll just leave, one more big thing that's coming this
Leak it.
month is the moon
let's go.
is the MoonPay integration. So we are going to move forward with MoonPay. Unfortunately, um, Atlas and Polis are not traded on an exchange that is supported by MoonPay cash on ramping options right now. So you won't have the ability to buy Atlas. through MoonPay, but it is a quick USDC onboarding and a quick Solana wallet creation onboarding. And then, of course, with spending either of those, if a user were to buy some SOL, they could exchange that for Atlas. And then once they get through that process, then they don't need the SOL anymore within the Star Atlas ecosystem. But the reason I mentioned that, the things that we have lining up for this month, the core gameplay product with the economic simulation deployment, I think that's very, very powerful. We're talking the play to earn mechanics are coming to life here in full force. We have the referral system through Buddy Link. We have the MoonPay integration. We have some other partnerships that we're working through that will be announced during this month. But we really want to go out and start to recruit new users. Like user acquisition is big for us in this, and I've had a number of conversations over the last 10 days or so, 2 weeks, with various large guilds that are interested in engaging in this, as well as different communities. So I think this is, this. I've often talked about the player demographic profile across Star Atlas being 3 different um, subsets, if you will, and one of those is the mainstream gamer. This is where the flagship Star Atlas Unreal product will really be attractive, but we have some time before we hit that product delivery that can attract the mainstream. But in the meantime, you also have just crypto speculators and traders. And then you have this play to earn segment of the community. And these are people that care a lot about being able to earn through gameplay mechanics. These oftentimes are somewhat more crypto native, or at least familiar with the concept of play to earn. And also very often come from emerging markets. So Southeast Asia, we have something planned there. Some parts of South America, we have some things planned there as well. And I think this opportunity is a big one for that particular market segment.
Man.
So
Absolutely.
I want to see us go from, let's say right now, if we look at program interactions, or specifically faction fleet, faction claim interactions, it's maybe approximately 10,000 unique wallet interactions per day with us. So you could call that an estimate of daily active users, 10,000 people. But I want to see us get over 30,000, 30 to 40,000 with this release and going into the end of the year.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's also a
love
good
that.
moment also for the community. Like it's with Starpath B2, like it's not only us just having to go out there and do the marketing and everything, but like the community can have huge rewards from it as well. And what we're giving you guys as a product is something that is quote unquote easy to market. So
Yeah.
I love that there is a chance for the community also to get huge rewards from it. Huge rewards, because the fees from Starpath B2, like that is something that is huge as well, because you will get the fees from the people you refer. Like I think I don't want to take this for granted because I don't know if it's locked. But maybe I'm fired after saying this. But I think it's like for a lifetime that you get the royalty fees from the account you refer, right, Michael?
Well, we haven't landed on that specifically. We might set a duration on that of something like 1 year. It
Okay,
would
guys. So
probably
I'm
be.
fired. Bye.
Yeah. Um, I don't know exactly how long a referrer would be able to capture lifetime value of someone that they refer over, um, but the rewards are very strong, and I'm also just in the kind of final steps of refining the econ of the call it like the revenue share, or the commission, if you will. But we have a couple of different routes we can go. It will be in the neighborhood of like 25% on both primary market sales. And very special or important point here is we are paying a rev share on the secondary market transactions, but it is only based on the royalty fee that is paid. And so it would be like 25% of the 4% that goes to us. Obviously, we can't come out of pocket when there's transactions that are happening on a peer-to-peer basis. We can't lose money on all of those transactions, because it would also be pretty easy to exploit with wash trading. But nevertheless, once all of that secondary inventory is absorbed, which in my opinion, will not take long because a few of you guys have seen my comments in the econ channel, but we're only talking about $1.4 million of total inventory that is on market below origination price right now. And this is out of $175 million in assets that have been sold through time. So, 1%, less than 1% of the total assets that have been sold are available on the market right now below origination price. So, through the referral system, people come in, they can get some deals because other people are selling them at less than origination, but we absorb all of that, and then it's all essentially primary market sales. And the simplest example is, you refer someone, they buy a $10,000 ship, that's $2,500 in your pocket. And the other side of this, I said there's two different ways we could go. The rate on the referrer could be slightly higher, or we can go the route of offering some incentive to the referee, the person who clicked on the referral link, and they could get like 10% off on their primary market purchase as well. So we can kind of incentivize both sides, and I think that's the route we'll take. But 25% to the referrer, 10% discount to the referee.
Yeah, and people
Wait,
are
so
doing the math now in their
hold
heads.
on, hold on, hold on. So if you buy, let's say you refer someone, and that person that you referred buys the Titan ship for $5 million,
Mhm.
you get 25% of that.
Yeah, you'd get $1.25 million.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to the grocery store, and I'm yeah, that's what I'll
Time
be
to
working on.
search for some Saudi prince.
I'm going to Saudi Arabia to shield this to Al Nassr Football Club.
I have a Star Path question quickly.
Sure.
Will that be retroactive for anyone that's already signed up with someone?
We're going to have to reconcile that. I haven't even looked at those numbers. I don't know what the liabilities on previous StarPath transactions look like. The participation rate was not very high there, so
Yeah.
this might be something that we take through the ticketing system with support, just so we can look at it on a case by case basis. I haven't looked at the historical, but again, it wasn't there wasn't much adoption of it in the first round.
Yeah, it was rough.
And
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
Sure.
And Michael, you are thinking about linking this with the golden tickets as well, right? So
Yeah,
this will be
yeah,
another layer of incentives for StarPath.
yeah, that's right. Had a good conversation with Econ about this, and we're relatively close to dialed in on how the golden tickets would be distributed, but it will be based on total transaction volume. So when you hit various thresholds, then you will also receive a golden ticket. This is where I'm going to hold back a little bit, but I will say it is going to be substantially easier, I guess, or more productive to actually craft golden tickets than the transaction value in rewarding golden tickets through the referral systems. It's to the um, magnitude of like 40x easier to craft these than to use the referral system. But nevertheless, if you're using it, these are all bonus tickets. Once again, you can take the tickets and put them into the raffle yourself. You could turn around and sell those, and it's a little bonus. So there's a lot going on here. This is why I'm so excited for this month, because it's just like we are lined up for an incredible amount of releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you just gave the hologram like at least 10 headlines in this conversation, so I'm hoping they are listening.
Everyone on this call is under NDA, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
That's what I'm hoping for, yeah. Man. So yeah, going back a little bit to the main topic, which is Sage Labs. But again, like the Sage Labs campaign is so massive that there's a lot to it. But not that we have you, Michael. But I want to ask this question, like for the whole community as well, but also to you, Michael. Um, what excites you the most, guys, about Sage Labs? Like, what gets you interested in it? You can be the first one to reply, Michael, if you want.
Well, I think the foundation of what we're building here and why we're building in Web3 is the idea of a functional economy, and I think it took a lot of kind of evolution of the company and product development and discussions to decide what specifically were we going to build and in what order. And I'd be the first to admit that we made some missteps along the way in priority setting and kind of the breadth or scope of different development activities we were engaged in. But when I really distill it down again to who is our immediate audience, like who can we reach, and who would be most interested in this, it's people that understand crypto, that understand this concept of play to earn, and realize that that functional economy is the differentiator, not only in Web3 but especially within uh, Star Atlas. So I think that's incredibly exciting for a number of reasons. It's kind of fulfilling the first part of our vision, and I think for user acquisition, this is going to be material.
Yep, I agree with that. I see the comments in the Atlas Brew chat. Gameplay activating the economy. We have a game to play with the Stratless name on it. Sage Lab is the first step before PvP on Star Atlas. Playing the game that we have been theory crafting for, so then when so that we can then theory craft more. I respect that one, and I'm sure that Jose loved that one as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that again, we are really trying to underpromise on what's coming with the Sage Labs UI. What's really cool about this too is we are looking to publish the IDLs. So if you're a developer, you can actually build your own front end and use all of our core gameplay mechanics. We're looking at extending. This is based on, I don't know if I should call him out, but Ronald reached out to us and asked about access to assets, and I'm strongly considering including all of the WebGL, the Lost Pixel ship assets from Sage in the build
Ooh.
library, so you'd be able to use those to the extent that they're officially referencing the real on-chain assets. So somebody can build a game, they can use all of the WebGL assets as long as it's using the real Star Atlas SFTs or NFTs. And so it just adds more utility to all of the ships that you own, whether you're playing Sage Labs or you're playing something that Aphia builds, because you have fun, and you're essentially all using the same real asset, which is very cool.
That's insane. Holy crap.
Man, imagine
Just
that.
dropped a bomb.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, definitely.
That's sick, man. I think we should run a competition for who builds the prettiest UI. And
Yeah,
have someone as a judge that we know. I think that would be pretty cool. Be
yeah.
pretty cool. And I'm sure that a lot of guilds and developers are gonna come up with cool UIs as well. So yeah,
I mean, just imagine playing 100 different titles all with the same asset that you hold. This is the potential of composability. This is what we're building for. Uh, so and we're providing all of those core mechanics too. But I really love the idea of like UGC, and uh, you guys are probably sick of hearing it. I keep talking about this podcast Gamecraft, but between that and this other episode of Acquired that I listened to, where it's really running through the history of gaming itself, and the like some of the most impactful games of all times were a result of players' ability to modify an engine that they were working in. And this is like id Software, when you could modify Quake, and same thing with Valve and ultimately Steam, but Valve with Half-Life and being able to create something like CS:GO out of it, being to this day one of the most popular, most played games, some 25 years later. And that's what we're doing here. We're building a platform that allows for that easy modification in UGC. So you guys, like, sure, it takes some development skills to be able to do it, but we're providing the platform, all the tools, and a core game and beautiful IP that is kind of the trap, the mousetrap, to attract the initial people in. But then your product has has a better value proposition because you have this captive audience that you're working with.
yeah, absolutely. I love it. And it's the direction that huge companies are taking as well. Like you see it with, you actually mentioned it, but you see it with Epic Games as well. How much value they're putting on the UGC and how that is driving basically Fortnite back.
Mm-hmm.
It had a massive comeback after doing that. So yeah, And I see a question from Kenny from Afia. If the what we include, if we include the Lost Pixels 3D assets for, I think you said Play Canvas or WebGL.
Yeah, WebGL.
Uh,
Yeah, those are the ones that I'm looking at, including in the build library. You know, the build.staratlas.com.
yeah,
So I'm largely in favor of that. Our focus right now is, I well, I don't want people to feel like we're not building the Unreal Engine game. We actually have an incredibly impressive team still over there. Uh, 46 people directly working on the Unreal Engine product. I misquoted that when I made the comment previously, but 46 people on a development team for a AAA product is still a substantial amount of manpower. So I'm feeling super good about what we have on that side. That's where we do want to have a greater degree of control over asset usage and the value of that IP specifically. But I think for the Lost Pixel WebGL assets, getting those into the hands of people is a good idea.
yeah,
I will just think out loud with you, but I mean, based on what I'm seeing right now in Sage Labs, I don't want to say we're not going to build Sage, but Sage Labs is going to be pretty damn cool. And if you guys are equipped with all of the tools to build something more immersive, it might even be a better option for us. I'm going to wait to see how that all pans out. Like we still have the intention of building Sage to the extent that there's not something better already on the market. But if Afia comes along or Coexist comes along and builds a better Sage product before we can, well, we'll just drive people to that because it's still all of your ship assets and all of your game assets from the Star Atlas ecosystem.
the power of the blockchain.
Yeah, man.
That is what real Web3 games do.
Guys, if you played Warcraft 3 as a child like I did, you know the power of allowing people to play the game's creator mode, man. And I think that Star Atlas will take this to a whole new level, leveraging the blockchain technology. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Man, so much information was shared today. Definitely not what we had on the agenda, but we are happy to roll with it, you know? Not gonna
It is what it
complain
is. We
about
got to
it.
roll with it. Yeah.
That's how we do
I told
it.
you guys. I told you guys. I would give what the people wanted today.
Yeah, we
I'm
give the
sorry,
people
guys.
what they want.
I didn't mean to come in here and just steal the floor and share all this
No,
useless
man.
information.
You didn't steal the
Listen,
floor. You
listen,
stole the show, man.
listen, Michael. Next week we have the brew about the Sage Labs economy, so I'm hoping you come as well together with Chris. So now you got yourself into this, man.
Well,
We're
if
gonna
I'm
hold you
available,
accountable.
I will jump on. If I'm available, we'll see.
Yeah, man, that's
I'm
so
a
cool.
very busy man, Santi. Very busy.
I know. But who is there anything more important than this beautiful community, Michael?
There's not.
Yes,
Even
got you
Michael
on that
can't troll
one.
that answer. He can't troll that
Yeah,
Yes,
one.
I got you
yeah.
on
He
that
got
one.
on it. Good job, Seth. You on
I
it.
got you. I got you on that one. Yes, sir.
He wouldn't dare.
Oh
Who,
man,
who are these
awesome.
guys? These guys that just kick trolls out of our actually active community as soon as they pop in.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay, I'm down.
Um, Time to close the brew.
I have to say I quite literally LOL'd when I saw some trolling pop into general chat and you guys just immediately shut it down and they ran back to their Discord with their tail between their legs. It was hilarious actually. It
Yeah,
brought me
man.
great joy on that day.
Those guys are
Yeah,
battle hardened.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was the best day of my life.
Cool. I think it's a good moment to close this one. But again, guys, we'll see you next Wednesday. We'll be talking more about Sage Labs. Let me actually share the invite to the event again. I shared it in the Atlas Brew chat, so make sure to mark us interested because we'll be probably getting a lot more into details on how the economy behind the game will work. And as you know, Sage Labs is the main thing about Sage Labs is the economy. We're activating that. We're activating what we saw on the white paper and everything. So, guys, make sure to come and make sure that you understand what Sage Labs is going to bring to us, because you have a first mover advantage on that one. Knowledge is power, you know?
Man,
So
Sage Labs is for you guys. You guys who have been here, you guys who bought the ships. Sage Labs is all about making the most utility of the knowledge and time and assets that you guys acquired throughout your life in Star Atlas. So yeah, man, I wouldn't miss that next brew.
it's going to get real really soon. So, yeah, we don't have a silly code for this brew, but we have a silly code for the next one, guys. I see St. Joss asking in the chat. Uh, but yeah, guys, we'll see you next Wednesday. I appreciate everyone joining. Happy Wednesday to everyone. And I'm hoping to see some Twitter threads or something explaining everything that we just went over in the brew,
Mm.
because that was a lot of alpha that we shared today.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
man. Those
Yeah,
was
that was a lot. It's brews like this that really remind everyone how massive this vision is. It was a really good one. I hope everyone enjoyed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was one of the best brews we had, and really looking forward to everything we have. It's gonna be a packed month, and we're not slowing down. We are not stopping. Full steam ahead, and we'll see you next Wednesday as well. So make sure to come, guys. And thank you, Michael, for joining as
My
well.
pleasure. Yeah, this is a good one. Thanks, guys.
See you
Yeah.
next Wednesday, everybody.
Zinc out.
Later, people.
See you
see you
guys.
guys.
Love you.
Bye, thanks.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
I told you, VB. I told you you'd like this brew.
Bro, that was quite a brew, right?
Uh, Man, I love this new policy that we leak everything. Makes life much easier.
Bro, it's like every day we're closer and closer to the community, you know?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
and like what Michael shared, like I'm gonna stay here because that was just a lot of information I'm trying to digest as well. Like the 3D assets from the Lost Pixels, which is the company that we work together with to put together the WebGL or Play Canvas assets. Uh, that
That's
was a
huge,
complete
man.
leak. Like that was a
Yeah,
complete
man.
absolute leak. Like
That
it's
was
the first
huge.
time I hear about it.
Yeah, man. And imagine that, like, you can build your own game modes using the real assets of Star Atlas, bro. You
Yeah,
know? It's wild. Freaking wild.
yeah, yeah. And also what he said, like if you guys build the Sage UI before we do, then we will just drive traffic to it, which is great, you know, like just the power to the community. I'm sure
I
AFIAQX is
consider
there.
that a very, very disturbing comment. Very disturbing.
Why? Why?
I almost sounded like he was going to abandon the development.
Oh
No, man. No,
no.
no, no, no.
No, 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 no. Don't get that wrong, friend. Don't get that wrong. It's just to encourage the community to build it at the same time as well. And here, like, it's all about that. It's all about building it together. That's why we are opening access to IP stuff and assets. But that doesn't mean that Star Atlas is stopping on the Star Atlas end. No,
Yeah,
no, no,
man.
no.
We have lots of work to do, friend.
Yeah,
Don't wait. Don't worry. And yeah, man,
yeah,
like this is already super exciting. But imagine when we combo all of this with combat and galaxy domination, you know? Bro, I'll stop sleeping, you know?
yeah,
You
man.
you'll be able to rule entire star systems, the bases and everything. It's super wild. And you know what you are ruling, right? Because all of those systems they will have names, the planets and everything. Like, bro, Star Atlas will only get more and more complex and more fun in the future.
Yeah, it's gonna be very cool.
and it's so close now, man.
Yeah,
I
that's a lot
see
of
it's.
info to
I'm opening my
digest.
calendar and looking at the target release date, Santi. It's so close, bro.
Bro, don't, don't, don't do that. Nah.
Man, I was baiting. I saw VB unmuting, and I knew that he wouldn't resist commenting on this, man. You got baited, VB.
You're evil, Jose.
I know my job, bro.
Bro, this guy is teasing, bro. Someone hunt the penguin down.
No, 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 no. No, but tell me the truth. Today, we leaked the alpha, bro. Come on.
Today was alpha, bro.
Bro, come on. Come on. Give me some credit. Today's brew was freaking amazing. I mean, there were billions of alphas. I told you about how Sage Lab is going to work. I told you about the sectors. We spoke about the
Golden
many things you can
tickets.
do, the golden ticket, the referral system.
No.
No, it's not like no. Uh, oh man, I don't know. Since can we give more details? Are we allowed?
I I kind of want to
Give
keep on chatting.
details. Give details.
But that's why that's on you, man. That's on you, man. That's on you. You are unlucky. What can we do, man? It's not. We can't
Skill
fix that.
issue.
Yeah, it's we can't fix this. It's a skill issue, exactly. You sell people the tickets, they get the raffle, they win, and then you come rant on Discord. That's how this is playing out. Yeah, they will win with your tickets. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Never
This
sell
is
your
Same
this
tickets.
is
theory.
That's rule number one.
man, that's programmed BB to happen.
That's rule number one. If you sell it, if you sell it, that ticket is winning. You know.
I'm tracking VB's wallets. I'll buy all his tickets and I'll win the tank ship.
He's
Ooh.
gonna get so angry at some point. He's gonna give me his tickets, and then I'm gonna win a tank ship or something.
Man, that would be freaking hilarious.
Yeah, you can try. Come work at least. I can
But
give you a job resupplying my tank ship.
Oh, that's
man, guys, I'm super excited, guys. Like it's been a while since I had the joy of saying that my penguin bones are trembling, and they are, man. Like we just need to release now, bro, and everything will be fine because Sage Lab is going to be super fun.
So when release?
Michael told you.
I didn't pay attention.
Uh, that's a skill issue. Man,
Uh,
imagine an
I get it.
UI
I get it.
full of Vikings motives, Ulster's Vikings,
Oh,
Vikings.
you can bet yourself that's coming.
Going to be super awesome.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm super excited.
Don't
So
possess the question.
I'm I'm finally here, Jose and VB. Are we gonna play Barotrama or?
Man, Vanny, you lost VB and I playing this, man. We got killed like 3 times in 10 minutes. It was
I wanna get
awful.
in. Like, are we gonna play or like?
No, 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 no. Bruh. I, mm, man, I got us a lot farther than you did. You managed to destroy your ship in like 100 meters underwater
What game you
travel,
said?
bro.
What game did you say, guys?
Battle trauma. Battle Trauma.
So are
You
we gonna
should.
play, or are we just gonna sit there and talk all day?
Oh,
I can't play